In the first few days, Pierre has managed to lose a good amount of supplies, but his priority has to be to escape from town as soon as possible. He's found the perfect vehicle, but there's no gas. Pierre needs to find a gas station, and quick. Okay, but it's July the 9th, it is already 11:30 in the morning. Pierre was up late last night and reading all about being a burglar, so he can now burgle. Ooh, can we grab that bike? Should we try it? Which means he can hot wire vehicles. He's found the perfect vehicle, as I said, but no gas. Needs to find some gas. So he's on the lookout. Where is that? It's nearby. He's on the lookout for a gas station. He's found quite a few vehicles, but he hasn't found any that have got any gas, and he hasn't got a gas can, so he can't even siphon even if he did. He's found the perfect truck. But there's no gas because he's going to be able to hotwire it. The battery is good, but he needs to find a gas station and he needs to find it quick. Okay, but it seems like that is another bike that's just for decoration. I guess there must be something on the French map mod where there's just a lot of bikes, French bikes. So we're going to have to go in on foot. Just down south is we're looking for commercial locations on the map. Just down south there is what he hopes will be a gas station. He's had a lot of luck so far. Let's hope that continues. Oh yeah, that's finally, we got a bag that will help lighten the load. Okay, got a bit of few zombies up ahead, but nothing that Pierre shouldn't be able to handle. It certainly feels so far that Pierre has gone off lightly with the zombie numbers. He's only killed probably about 30-40 zombies, not very many at all. That could change in a moment though. But so far, his progress has been really good. Okay, well there we are. There's another couple of zombies taken down. Search the corpses. We need to increase our clothing protection. And maybe even find a slightly better looking hat as well. So I think the commercial area is just up ahead, so we could see a big spike in zombie numbers. But for now, let's just keep pressing forward, taking out the zombies as we encounter them. Hopefully we'll find a gas station soon. Okay, another couple of zombies taken down. We'll wear it. Slowly building up that clothing protection. Okay, we've got a car park, so we've got more vehicles to check out, but there's definitely more zombies the further we go south. We've got a bit of work to do here. But if we can just take them on one or two at a time, then Pierre should make short work of it. Okay, there we are. We absolutely plowed through 5 zombies like it was absolutely nothing. Okay, well again, we've got several vehicles to check out. We're looking for a car that's got a key and gas and battery so we can just get the hell out of here. Ooh. I don't know what we're going to do if we do actually find a vehicle and the perfect truck just back up near the safe house. But if it hasn't got again, no gas. We've got some battery and we need to find some gas. Where are we going to find it? Okay, but the key was actually for this vehicle. Yeah, no gas again. Okay, well, let's keep searching. This one's got gas. This is it. This is it. This is the vehicle we need. We can hotwire. It's got gas. It's got battery. Welcome to Pierre's new vehicle, La Pierre Angélique. Well, there we are. It was meant to be, wasn't it? Okay, well, Pierre was just about to pick the lock and then hotwire and get the hell out of here. But then he remembered or realised he didn't have a paperclip, so we can't pick the lock, so we're going to have to smash the window and risk a car alarm. But as you can see, we've managed to attract quite a bit of attention. There is quite big block of apartments just to the right there. If we're not careful, could cause quite a lot of trouble. Well, you know what? It is a long shot. I'm really worried about smashing the window of the truck and setting off an alarm. We've got a train station here. This is gonna, maybe there'll be some office space here. Maybe we can find a paperclip. I'm not sure it's the best use of time, but that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, it's another one taken care of. Does sound like there's quite a lot of zombies. There'll be a lot of, potentially a lot of zombie passengers at the train station here. Okay, well there's an office. I think this is, it's a little bit dicey. Okay, so we're in. We need to be quick. We don't want to get caught out. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm looking for a paperclip. Really a valuable piece of equipment in the zombie apocalypse. Yeah. Do I want to risk opening that door? Probably not. Oh no. Oh my god, I didn't come out for a moment. I thought there wasn't a zombie there. Oh, that is risky. That is risky because, yeah, we don't know how many zombies we're going to be on the other side of that door. Okay, let's just check these cabinets. Just looking for a paperclip. That's all we need. Okay, nothing. Let's just move on. This is just not a proper good waste, a good use of time. Let's just risk smashing the window of the van. Let's just try it. No alarm. We're in. Let's get this baby hot wired and let's get back to our safe house and let's load it up and get the hell out of here. I was just about to start the vehicle. What the hell just happened? What, is there an alarm gone off or we just didn't hear it? Wow, that is incredible timing. I was just about to try and hotwire the vehicle and I heard one zombie. What the hell just happened? And I thought I better get out and take them out. And it is a good job I did, because if we hadn't, we would have been surrounded in no time. What the hell just happened? Okay, well, this is Pierre's first big test. Can he do it? We've got a good dozen zombies. Behind us should be clear. We just need, hopefully, we've got enough energy and enough skills to take care of what is actually quite a big horde. We're probably going to get forced back a couple of blocks here. But we're doing it. We're getting it done. Okay, we've gone through about a dozen zombies. There is still a lot to go there, but I got a feeling that by the end of today, Pierre's zombie numbers, zombie kills, are going to be a lot bigger than they were at the start of the day. Okay, well there we go. That was Pierre's first big test, and I'd say he passed it with flying colours. Look at all those dead corpses, a trail of destruction. Well, Pierre is making his way back to that truck. I hope he can get in and hotwire it. But he's having to fight his way there. There's definitely 5 or 6 more zombies up ahead still. Ooh. Okay. At some point, it is almost certain that Pierre's going to get in a firefight. So having a bulletproof vest could be the difference between a one-on-one against another bandit. Okay, we're on the outskirts of the car park now. There's nothing more than 5 or 6 zombies. So it shouldn't be... there should be something that Pierre can handle. There's another broken weapon. No, okay. Let's not mess around. Let's get the hammer. And those 3 levels of short blunt have really made a big difference for Pierre. They really have. And boy, is this guy fit. And he's got level 7 in fitness and strength, which makes sense because he is was a construction worker. Wait, look at this scene of destruction. He's absolutely torn through 40 zombies in an afternoon. He's a real force to be reckoned with. Hey, there we go. There we go. Hotwired first time. Will it start? Wow. Wow. 3 days in. A vehicle. 80 zombies killed. We got a lot of loot. Now we can escape town. Get to the outskirts. Find somewhere that we can find it's a little bit safer, a little bit more secluded, somewhere we could perhaps fortify against the inevitable visit of the bandits. Let's load this thing up with all our loot and let's get the hell out of town. Okay, well, I've just noticed just how late it is already. It's already 7:30. We're just going to spend the rest of the evening grabbing all the gear and loading up the van, and we hit the road first thing in the morning. Okay, well, I do have a bit of a problem. I can't open up the trunk. I've unlocked all the doors from the dash. Obviously it says I've got a key, but it's not working. It's not working, which means this thing got nothing more than a couple of seats. So I'm not quite sure what to do right now. This doesn't... I mean, there's a perfect truck, the road with a massive capacity, 195. I can hotwire it and start it, but I got no way to get the gas from this one to that other truck. I'm not quite sure. Do I just carry on, put in what I can in here, or risk and get out of town, or do I risk another day in town? We didn't make it as far south as I thought we had. Still hadn't found the gas station. Let me just show you guys on the map actually what I'm thinking of doing, what the intent was. We are all the way up here. This is where we are right now, and we got to the car park here. I think that was the big apartment block. This is where we found the truck. You see, we didn't get to here. It could be just a strip mall, it could be a gas station, and that's a restaurant nearby. This is a train station. This is a train station right here, so surely one of these places has got to be a gas station. Could possibly find a gas can in a garage, but with that we could be looking for weeks. Surely a gas station have a gas can or something, right? I'm not quite sure what to do. Do we just head on out of town as quickly as can, or do we risk another day in town? Yeah, well, I made a decision. The decision is I'm going to sit here and drink a whole bottle of champagne. I mean, why not? No. The decision is we're going to hit the road tomorrow, but we're going to drive to those locations that I showed you earlier. If either one of them is a gas station, then we're going to stop and look for a gas can. If neither of them are, then we're just going to leave town, hit the road, find somewhere out in the sticks. Okay, it's the next morning. Pierre's had his breakfast, he's had a wash, he's got all the gear that he wants. Actually, no, wait, we got to head next door. There's I almost forgot, we got about 8 or 9 skill books, really valuable pieces of literature in the house next door. I can't remember where it is, but we're gonna have to grab it before we hit the road. We need to grab it. Okay, so you managed to take a shortcut through the hedges. Fortunately, no damage to Pierre or his clothes. Again, it just seems so quiet. I think, was it in here? Did we leave all the books? I really hope so. Let's see if we can find them. I have no memory whatsoever of where we actually put everything. Okay, we've been spotted by a couple of zombies. They are making their way around. We're going to meet them outside. We're going to be ready for them. We don't want to be cornered in a building, but also one of them is a prisoner. So they will have, yeah, they got a duffel bag, which is going to come in real handy. Okay, that's brilliant. Quick knockdown and a relatively quick kill. Just 3 zombies. No problem at all for Pierre. One thing that has occurred to me though is we got a lot of loot. We got a decent amount of food. We got what is that got in it? We've got some good clothes recently. Obviously we got the vehicle, but we've hardly got any weapons whatsoever. I think we've got, yeah, just this hammer, which isn't looking in good shape, and a meat cleaver. I think that is about it. Just found a trowel. Hopefully we can get some farming started very, very soon. So there we go. Look at that, an absolute treasure trove of books. Let's grab everything really, pretty much. Okay, well, it wasn't quite the treasure trove that I remembered, but that is all the gear we want. I suppose one other thing we should actually do before we leave town is grab as many crops as we can. So we've already got a fairly heavy load, we're already over income, and we're definitely going to swap out this school bag for the duffel bag. But we're going to have to go back again to our safe house, drop off as much stuff in the van as we can. Okay, well that is all. Every time I do that I expect a zombie to be right there. That is all the gear we want from this place. It is time to leave, but we need to make one more pit stop. Well, two, I suppose. Firstly, the crops just up the road here. I think it's this way, right? It's just up here. Yes. Okay, let's grab just as much as we can. We still got electricity, which means we still got a fridge. We can still keep a lot of food refrigerated, but we got some zombies coming to say hi first. Okay, but again, Pierre's getting some quick knockdowns. In terms of the zombie killing, couldn't have gone much better. And now I've left the engine running. But look at that. That is a lot of crops. I know we haven't read any farming books yet. Okay, but it looks like there's a lot of crops there, but there isn't. There's a lot of tomatoes. You can see them on the vine, but they are young tomatoes. There's not actually that much to harvest. And that is level 1 farming. Awesome. Okay, well, closer inspection finds that actually there was a lot. Look at that. 43 cabbages, 29 tomatoes, perhaps almost as importantly, a load of seeds as well. Let's get all this dumped and let's move on. We're really pushing it in terms of time. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I was just going to drive past this group of zombies. We've got another block or so to go until we get to where we want to go, but I don't want to drive right up to it and then just find that I've created a little zombie train of about 20 different zombies. I'm going to take out these zombies. Hopefully the next block will already be clear, because we've already set a great big height of the zombie population there, and hopefully we won't get overwhelmed. Okay, there just had to be. There just had to be. Big group of zombies. Now, do we want to risk? Yeah, let's risk driving past. We want to get to... Is this the location? I think it is. Is it a dead end? It is. We're looking for a gas station. Looks like we've got nothing but a load of shops. It's a good job we did a little bit of a drive-by before we decided to get out and waste time fighting. It's not what we want to find here, so we're going to move on to the other location, which is just on the other side of the train tracks. Okay, so again, this is in completely new territory. This is narrow. We're going to take some damage on the van here. There's a lot of zombies. Okay, so again, this is the location. It's not. That is definitely not a gas station. That is definitely not a gas station. Ooh. Do have a library there. It is very tempting, but I think we need to prioritize getting out of town, getting on the road. Do we go west? Do we go south? North? Definitely not. That's deeper into town. So let's go south. Let's get out of here. Let's just get out of here. We're going to keep driving until we leave the residential areas, the suburbs behind, the zombies behind. Find somewhere secluded, and that is going to be Pierre's base. Let's hope this isn't a dead end. Okay, we're heading south. We don't know really where we're going at the moment. We're out of town, but you can see there's just dense forest. There's even a big wall on the left there. We spent quite a bit of time studying the map, and there's just nowhere at all that jumps out as a real secluded place. I'm looking for something, maybe I'm just looking for the impossible. I'm looking for a secluded location that also is actually quite close to town. And this is the suburbs. There's just not really nothing that's jumping out, but we're gonna head a little bit more east. Maybe I found one location that might do, but who knows? At the moment they're all just little squares on the map. Who knows what we're gonna find when we get there. I think that is the location I was looking at, and it is actually, there's quite a few zombies here though. It is actually boarded up. Again, I've got that decision. Do I get out and fight? We've got zombies coming in from the south, zombies coming in from the north. It's a big group of zombies. I'm not quite sure what to do right now. I don't want to damage the truck too much. Let's go here, but we're going to leave the engine running. This is risky. This is very, very risky. Okay, we've got about a dozen zombies coming in. Probably Pierre's going to go out of his mind very, very soon. We need some quick kills. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, okay. Maybe we should get back in the car and get the hell out of here. That is too hot. Too many. There's too many. Let's keep driving. That was reckless. That was really risky. But boy, the place looks beautiful. It looks like the home of your dreams, doesn't it? Okay, well, I've had a quick check on the map, and I've actually gone completely a different direction to where I wanted to actually go. So again, we've got to double back past all the zombies. This van, if we're not careful, is going to get a hell of a beating. We want to go further south and then head left, head east. Okay, this is the problem with driving into completely new areas. There's zombies everywhere, and they can hear you coming from a mile off, and they want to see what the noise is about. I think we want to go left here. At the moment, I'm kind of driving around aimlessly. Oh, this is just turning into a real nightmare. This truck is not going to last at this rate. Oof, that is a big warehouse. We're looking for a right turn. Oof, we seem to have found Zombie Central. This is not how I was expecting things to go. Well, the location I wanted to check out on the map is just here. And it is actually a very, very large block of flats. Okay, we're going to have to continue. I think we just, wow, that is a lot of zombies. That is a lot of zombies. I'm feeling like now that we should have just stayed in suburbia. We were in complete control there, and we're certainly not in control here. There's a lot of zombies. We're just going to be looking for a right turn and just going to head east as far as we can. And we're basically looking for, well, literally the end of the road. But boy, that is a lot of zombies. Well, I've got to make a mental note. Just stay away from the big freeways, the big roads, because they are absolutely overrun with zombies. This is, I mean, I thought it was going to be quiet. I thought the Parisian suburbs wouldn't be a problem, but boy, was I wrong. Ah, we found a gas station. It is absolutely surrounded by zombies there, so there's no way we're going to be able to look at that. I think I might have missed the right-hand turn that I wanted to take. This is a real problem because I don't know where I'm going, and also I can't stop and look at the map. Yeah, the turn is behind, but there's no way I'm driving back down the freeway. Man, we need to get off this road. It is just an absolute nightmare. But there's another right turn we could take, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm just going to get lost again at this rate. Okay, we made it off the freeway. These are narrow roads though. Hope we don't get stuck. Well, for a bit of a nightmare, that was just a crazy amount of zombies. I don't know how we're going to survive if we have to put up come up against big groups like that. But you can see the zombie hordes have thinned out. We have made it into the leafy suburbs again. You just got to find the location that I was looking for. I think this is the right direction. Okay, well, that was close. Did not hear that zombie come in. A quick check of the map. reveals that the house we want is just up the road. There is an opportunity to check out the ambulance there, so we've jumped out. We've got 5 or 6 zombies, but this area looks manageable, although Pierre is a little bit tired. I think we got this. Panic over. Panic over. We've got a moment to just gather our thoughts again and try not to think, ooh, an ambulance. Try not to think about just how many zombies there were on the freeway. So we got to keep the ambulance, but it looks pretty beat up. It does have a trauma bag. We'll take it. But I think this is just going to be too knackered to drive, right? Yeah, it's not starting. I can see it's beat up. I'm not even going to check. They're not going to pop the hood. Just take a moment just to have a little bit of a look around, see what there is. There is a lot of nothing. The house I was aiming for is just back up the way. You can see there are not many zombies nearby, but it's just a tiny little 2-story home. It's not really the sort of thing I was looking for, but it's gonna have to do for today. Okay, well, here we are. There's not even enough room for the vehicle. We're just gonna have to leave it there. Ooh, well, at least for tonight, hopefully Pierre will be safe. For tonight, this is our safe house. Still, we want to find somewhere much better than this, but first I suppose we've got to actually make sure that it is safe. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere. I will show you guys in a minute, but let's just scout around, remove any nearby threats. I was convinced that there was going to be a house alarm then. Okay, but we're good. We are safe, in inverted commas. We got an eraser, we'll take that. Well, I think that is going to have to be it for this episode, but you know what? Before I say goodbye, let's just check the map. Let's just try and figure out where we've come. Let's just get a little marker. So that's the pharmacy. This is our little area here that we sort of cleared out at 100 zombie kills. It was a piece of cake, but we didn't feel safe in suburbia with all these nearby locations. It was going to be just a matter of time before the bandits showed up, so I wanted to get out of town. The trouble is, I went south. There's no real road west easily that without having to drive through all of that. But the problem is, going south, it just wasn't really anywhere that jumps out as a really good place to stop. That would be a good out of town location. So I ended up making for this place here just because it was big. It was enticing, but I should have known it was big because it's a 3-story block of flats. So we drove up the freeway and it was an absolute shit show. That was the turn I wanted to take, but I missed it. So we had to go around here and we're here right now. Perhaps we should actually check out that place. But that is enough for today. Poor old Pierre's heart is still racing. Let's calm him down with a nice fresh tomato. Ooh, we got biking. That is interesting. What else have we got? We do have a lot of reading to do. That is for sure. We got some more smokes. Beautiful. And some chips. Oh, that'll help to calm Pierre down. Let's just finish searching the rest of the house, make sure it's safe. Fortunately, it is quite well stocked with food because we've got about 4 cans of food, although we do have about 40 million packages. How could I forget that? Let's check out upstairs. Okay, well, the place is completely clear. We are safe. This is Pierre's little oasis of safety. Is kind of in the middle of the nowhere. It's a tiny little place though. He's got bigger ambitions than this. He's thinking a big out of town location, a place to grow crops, a place to just hoard loot, and fortify and prepare for bandits, because it's only a matter of time before they show up. But for now, we're going to spend the rest of the evening reading some books, eating cabbages, and trying to come up with some sort of plan what we're going to do next, where we're going to go next. But for now, that's going to have to be it. Smash that like button, comment, sub, all that. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode. But for now, that is all. Peace.